listening to Diminishing Returns, the podcast about sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and reboots. I'm Chris Scott, and across from me, he's the man that loves Christmas so much, he's all about them ho-ho-hos. It's Mr. Alan Johnson. How do, Alan?
How do, poor people?
There we go. We are releasing an episode around Christmas time. Might even be Christmas Day. We're recording it in a very Christmassy situation in Alan's dank basement. But yes, this is our Christmas special episode, a little non-franchise episode. Instead of our regular bonus episodes, where we talk about news and stuff like that, we are recording this a bit earlier to let you behind the curtain because Alan wants to spend time with his family at Christmas. Oh, look at me. I've got a family, Chris. People love me. Yeah, all right, mate. So we're gonna do our kind of end of year roundup.
Let's break from the format. Let's be a bit less formal, Chris, because it's
right. I'm gonna take my trousers off.
It's the holidays, so no news, no trailer talk. But I thought it'd be fun talk about some essential Christmas viewing, and let's take stock because guess what?
What of our lives? Because this could get very messy.
In the immediate future, there's a slew of remakes, sequels, prequels, all coming at us. We're coming out of the worst box office for Hollywood in years, and next year we've got Last Flag Flying, which is a sequel to Hal Ashby's The Last Detail. I don't know if you remember that, the Jack Nicholson movie.
That's a late sequel.
34 years later. Got Ferdinand, which is a feature-length version of a Disney cartoon that won like best Oscar short years ago. We've got a sequel to Man from Earth. I don't know if that's a film that you're aware of.
No.
The sequel's going to be Man from Earth Holocene, but the original, I think it came out in 2007, is based on a script by Jerome Bixby, who wrote for Star Trek.
The original series?
The original
TOS?
series. Yeah. And it's about a man who sort of like existed through time. I mean, it's really low budget sci-fi.
Yeah.
So there's a sequel to that coming out. We've of course got Star Wars, Jumanji, Pitch Perfect 3, Insidious 4, Maze Runner Death Cure. Potentially next year we've got Bad Boys for Life, Mamma Mia 2, Here We Go Again, Goosebumps Horrorland, The Purge, which is going to be a prequel, Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted, The Equalizer 2.
Yeah, baby!
Basically, in short, we've got so much to look at in the coming months. Who knows if any of it will be any good.
Much like our family at Christmas, this will probably disappoint us. So Al, it's the end of the year.
It is.
Let's do the obvious and I guess probably traditional, slightly tedious top 10 films of the year. Obviously this is a podcast about sequels, prequels, spin-offs and reboots, so we're just going to make it about any film because frankly there wasn't enough sequels, prequels, spin-offs and reboots to fill a whole top 10.
Yeah.
Of good. There was definitely enough sequels and prequels, but we're not putting in Transformers.
No.
Because A, none of us have seen it, and B, it's not going to be in the top 10.
No one's going to look back fondly on Transformers Last Night, the strongest of the franchise.
It's really an allegory about giant robots. Yeah, so we've just made it about films because we're lazy as well.
Yeah.
So just any films, we'll count them down and we'll have each other's top 10. We'll do this concurrently. So at number 10, Al, what did you have on your list?
The beautiful animated film, The Red Turtle.
A film that I, evidently, have never heard of. Kids film?
It's a Studio Ghibli. Yeah, so,
all right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Virtually silent, achingly beautiful. Chris?
My 10th favourite film of 2017 is John Wick 2. Yeah, baby. It's all about the Wick. It might actually be higher, but, I wrote this list about 5 minutes ago. As I said to you earlier, that was the one I was like, was that released this year? We've seen so many films. We've had such fun. Okay, number 9. Alan, what have you gone for?
Holy toy tie-in, it's Lego Batman.
Oh, it was pretty good. I saw that. It's not in my top 10, but I did see it.
Okay.
It was good fun. Funsies, some good jokes.
Yeah, it was great. Chris?
Number 9 for me was Thor Ragnarok. Which we spoke about in the last episode.
Yeah, the last bonus. So right at the end of the year, still coming in at the top 10.
As I said, good fun. Go and see it. At number 8, what have you gone for?
Brawl in Cell Block 99. Holy shitballs, this might be your new favourite film. Have you seen it?
No, but it sounds already amazing. Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Yeah, by the guy who made Bone Tomahawk. It is amazing. Vince Vaughn is just this fucking 6'4" stack of rage.
So it's a sequel to Swingers. Come on. Number 8, War for Planet of the Apes.
Nice, yeah.
I think I said at the time in the bonus episode that the first half hour of that film, it's like this really achingly beautiful, almost like a western, almost like outlaw Josie Wales style western. Doesn't quite live up to it, but after that, but it's still a really good flick and real moments at the start of like this is proper filmmaking. which I did not necessarily expect from the Planet of the Apes franchise,
No.
or a rebooted Planet of the Apes franchise. So that's us. Number 7.
I've picked Paul Verhoeven's Golden Globe winning Elle. Pretty.
It's about the magazine.
Unfortunately not, no. It's a pretty bleak, almost rape revenge film, but really great, absorbent, dramatic film.
Guy knows how to make a fucking film.
Verhoeven, I mean...
Aye, he's top drawer. So for me, 7, I went for Logan. Snicked.
Well,
which I assume we're going to get to for you at some point.
Yeah, Snick. It's my number 6.
Number 6 is Logan. Again, much like War for Planet of the Apes, first half of that film I thought was like genuinely one of the best films I've ever seen.
Yeah, you really feel the weight of his adamantium skeleton that Hugh Jackman is carrying around.
It's really good. As I said, second half of that film is just a half decent.
It becomes a bit
comic
more
book movie,
contemporary,
standard
generic,
comic book film. That, you know, it's Hollywood. Again, it's a product. The fact that they managed to get half of this fucking weird fucking film,
absolutely
well worth it. So I was 7 for Logan, you're 6. Wow. For me, number 6, you know, listen, I love this country, Al. I love our country. Scotland is great. Whiskey galore. No, of course not. Of course not, mate. It's Trainspotting 2. Imagine if I'd said Whiskey galore. Come on. Trainspotting 2, a sequel that I thought was made in the right way to revisit the characters, see how they've changed, how they've not changed. Basically, it's a film about aging and finding your place in the world as you age. As a man in his 30s, mid to late 30s, shut up, I look great. And as somebody who, like yourself, will have grown up at the peak of Trainspotting mania, it's a very clever thing to revisit it later on and the text of the film be about revisiting past glories. Brilliant. I really enjoyed it. It's actually how I would like sequels to be done. Yeah. You know, it's a blueprint for this is a clever, smart way of doing a sequel that isn't just a cash grab, you know.
Top 5 now.
Top 5. Oh, listen, this is the last of the Europa League places. All right. At number 5 for me, I went for Blade Runner.
Oh.
What about you, Al?
I've picked Alice Lowe's Prevenge.
I've not seen it, but it looks good.
It is brilliant, and I love the fact that it's a British film made on a tiny budget, and also the fact that Alice Lowe undertook this whole project while she was pregnant, and they had to make it fast in case she gave birth before the film was actually in the can.
Really fancied seeing that.
It's really great.
That's good. So where are we at now? Number 4.
Yeah.
What'd you go for, Al?
Just a heartwarmingly brilliant, a film that rekindled my love of marmalade, Paddington 2.
Right, okay.
A sequel that may be better than the original.
Basically, you're saying that Paddington 2 is the aliens to Paddington's Alien.
Very much so.
So that's wild. I haven't seen that because I would be on a register if I went to see, me, a single middle-aged man, went to see Paddington 2. Maybe if you can write me a note or something to say this is a good film. For me, number 4, Dunkirk.
Oh, yeah, still not seen that.
Really good, really tight taut, some nice, clever stuff with the timelines, and Nolan, I get that a lot of his stuff, you know, people find cold. But I've never actually thought that. Like, Dunkirk is all about getting you in an emotional state of, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know who the guy at One Direction is in it because I don't know what he looks like.
Great.
But, you know, I'm assuming he was good in it, kids.
Yeah.
You know,
strange that a film about Brits escaping Europe would be such a success this year. Hey?
Yeah, right. Satire, guys. Hashtag satire. So that was number 4 for me.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much, I imagine a very similar story to Paddington 2, right?
Almost, yeah. Identical.
Okay. Number 3, what'd you go for?
Don't let Kevin Spacey's presence put you off. Baby Driver.
That just missed my top 10. Again, I was like, I don't know. And another date probably would have made it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I mean, tomorrow this is all going to be different.
Yeah. I really liked it. Again, as I said, the visuals are so much better than the script, which does have nice touches, but isn't like grade A. To me, it's like a good solid B, but the visuals and the direction are solid A+. So perhaps I'm judging it harshly.
Edgar Wright is an incredibly interesting filmmaker who's made some incredible movies.
And The World's End, which I will try and shit on at every opportunity.
So I do think he's set a high bar for himself, but I really like just the momentum of this film. Kind of like Drive from a couple of years ago, I do think that big angle that the film is sold on is a sort of minor aspect of the overall plot. The actual car chasing is quite minimal in the film. Like, it didn't
there's also no babies
There's no
in the film. So there's 2 things that they're selling you on in the film, but you know, they're at it. Unlike Baby Boss, is that what it was called? Boss Baby. Damn it.
Yeah, he was a baby and a boss.
By the way, Boss Baby, right, is my number 2. No, it's not my number 2. Boss Boss Baby to me is like where Marge is trying to give the creator of Itchy and Scratchy some cartoon names.
Right.
He's like, what have you got, lady? You try and think of a cartoon. And then, she says something really lame. Like to me, I can imagine her going, Boss Baby? Just Boss Baby sounds like that. You'll be unsurprised to know that Boss Baby is not my number 3 film.
No, it's not. It's not going to feature from here on out, is it?
No, number 3 is, of course, Danzig's favourite, Mother!
This film has made quite the impression on you. I bet you still don't know whether you love it or hate it.
I still don't know if it's a good film. I think it might be a piece of shit and terrible. But it's in the top 3 films that I've seen this year. I'm a man filled with contradictions.
As an exercise in filmmaking alone, it's a very interesting piece that I'm sure film scholars of the future will be like, what the?
I've got a funny feeling I'll watch it again and go, this is awful. But I still loved it, the experience of watching it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, just fucking watch it and go, huh? And that's quite good. That's quite good. All right, this is us now. It's top 2. Holy shit! Who's going to be the champions? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Champions League places are nice, but you want that trophy.
That's all that matters here.
Who's the fucking loser? Who's number 2?
The Big Sick. The best love story about a life-threatening disease.
Heard it's great. Like Kumail Nanjiani, very funny man. He co-wrote it with his wife or partner. I don't know if they're officially
Emily
married.
Gordon, married. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't keep in touch with their lives. I'm not a stalker, Alan. You evidently are. Kumail, Emily, just watch yourselves here. He seems to be a little bit too invested in your relationship, guys.
They co-wrote it and Michael Showalter directed from Wet Hot American Summer.
In the State. Not the State Bar in Glasgow.
The
sketch group from the 90s.
It's a great film, and Ray Romano's performance in particular in the movie is amazing. Oscar worthy, some would say.
Wow, okay, wow.
He's great. Holly Hunter's great. So what's your number 2, Chris?
Number 2, alright guys. Number 2 for me is Death of Stalin. Armando Iannucci, big fan of pretty much all of his work.
Yeah.
And effectively this is like Veep or the thick of it in the Stalin era, Soviet Union, when obviously, Death of Stalin. Guess what happens at some point in the film.
Spoilers, John dies at the end.
Yeah. And what's brilliant about it is that while there is always a kind of a heartlessness and a callousness and a darkness in his comedies, because obviously they're about politics, which can be a heartless and callous thing, it's writ large in this film because, Stalin era Soviet Union, I don't want to break this to you guys, not a fun fucking place.
There's a lot of hard living.
It's a super dark time in history. One that I think is actually quite forgotten about.
I think any political event given the name The Terror.
That's the name of a 1950s drive-in film, not a whole period of a whole collection of countries' lives.
Yes.
Really brutal stuff. And so there is real dark drama and brutality in the film, but also it's hilarious at the same time. It's a weird, esoteric film. He's managed to get made, like if he was a first-time director, I wanted this comedy about the death of Stalin and what happens after that. It's also going to be super dark and everyone's going to be speaking in like British or American accents. That sounds fucking great. It's really wonderful, and I hope it finds an audience. I think it has. It's really good. A really just fantastic film. This is up there. Number 2, but you know what it isn't? It's not number 1, my friend.
It's not number 1.
Which your number 1? I've got a funny feeling it's going to be the same one, right?
I think we're going to shout snap.
Right, okay. We'll do mind meld, right?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, okay? 3, 2, 1, get out. Come on, baby. What a film.
Absolutely. What a film. Directorial debut by Jordan Peele. Brilliant. And to come out in this year and really capture like a really hotbed of like racial tension, but like not a preachy film. Make an actually exciting, at times funny, although I don't know if I agree with the Golden Globes that it's a comedy nominee.
Well, the Golden Globes thing is always just to get you in a category you can win.
Yeah, I think it's always just about getting it to a wider audience. And,
I think, like they put The Accused as a musical.
Of course, last year's comedy nomination was The Martian,
which, unless that's a film about Marvin, is not going to be
no way the big yucks.
Yeah. So films that do make satirical points and do maybe hold them up side are great, and I think they're important. The important thing is to still make a good film that you could be watched in 20 years' time. Yeah. And still be a good film and still work on its own terms. And that's where actually both Death of Stalin and Get Out really succeed for me, is that, they're dealing with themes and important stuff, but they don't forget that this is film, this is an entertainment. And of course, what's brilliant is because it is so entertaining, it might make somebody ponder something that wouldn't necessarily have thought if it was going to be like, this all-reaching satire about serious, it's like, no, this is this like kind of horror movie. You'd be like, oh, cool, some rednecks will go and see that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a film where, obviously we look at a lot of trailers and, sometimes are trying to pass out information from a trailer that, it might not actually be how it plays out in the film. And Get Out was a film that the trailer absolutely threw me for a loop. I did not expect it to play out the way it did, based on my impression of the trailer.
I never saw the trailer, as far as I'm aware. But I just heard quite a bit about it, and I went, you know what? Everyone says it's really good. I'm not going to read anything about it, and I went in really cold. What I like about it is that it has not necessarily a twist, but plot developments that you maybe don't expect. It's smart. It's dramatic, but also when it's funny, it's really funny. The funny parts don't diminish the horror parts. Everything about it is great. And there is, don't get me wrong, there is some scenes there. The scene where she's on the iPad, I was in stitches for about 3 minutes about what she was looking at. Genuinely, I was like, you've just put in like an all-time killer gag in the middle of this film where I'm freaking out about like how tense it is.
Yeah.
It isn't a comedy, but the moments that are funny are hilarious in it.
What a success for Blumhouse, made for
Whose house?
Blumhouse.
Come on, every time we talk, we're going to do it every single goddamn time.
Yeah, made for $5 million. Hell of a cast, and to bring in over $100 million. What a success story. Absolutely brilliant.
Probably no surprises there for our top one this year. It's probably the same for a lot of people. You know what? I have actually missed out one really great one. Like, actually, maybe a sequel that maybe could be my top films.
Okay.
Alien Covenant. No, of course not. Of course not Alien Covenant. Come on. It was fucking shit.
I was just about to say, like, on the other side of it, what's been the worst for the year for you? Because only one sequel made it onto my list for worst of the year, and it had to be Alien Covenant.
Alien Covenant, yeah, terrible.
Such a disappointment, just to repeat the stupid people on a space mission, but to just double down on all the same problems. It's so frustrating because there are moments stylistically that look really nice. Yeah. There are individual set pieces that work. But again, we just have all this like engineer bullshit, philosophizing with Fassbender. If I'm going to have Alien prequels, give me aliens. I don't want COD philosophy.
They waste a great Fassbender performance with stupid dialogue. Yeah. Do you want to blow, is it, or something he says when he's playing the fucking flute? Because again, remember about these films, spaceships are made to fly by flutes. That's all you need. What's Prometheus and Alien Covenant like? The spaceships are flown by playing the flute. Fuck off. That's probably the worst one. I don't know. Have I seen any other bad sequels? Oh, the Mummy reboot. That was terrible. That Mummy reboot. Oh my god. It's just so dull. And I'm glad it's killed off the Dark Universe. Some people probably should be killed for that film, for wasting my fucking time. But if you've got a top 10, feel free to email us at diminishingpod@gmail.com. Let us know your film of the year. Don't say it's 10. Just say it's one.
Yeah, just one.
But, I'm not going to lie. We might not even read one. But we're definitely not reading 10. Sequel-wise, some good sequels, I think some really good sequels, but let's be honest, most years a sequel's not going to be the best film of the year. No, it's very rare you get a Godfather 2, an Aliens, or a Crank 2.
Paddington 2.
Or Paddington 2, which is now, I hear, in the pantheon.
Paddington 2 was so good.
Wow, I mean, you're a grown man. I don't know how to fucking engage with this, with you. Alright, also, what else have we got for this episode? It's
the most wonderful time of year for staying inside and watching telly.
As Noddy Holder says, it's Yuletide.
It's Yuletide! So we're coming up to the best time to watch telly.
Yep.
Do you have some essential Christmas viewing? Are there holiday favourites that you like?
Mary Poppins. Oh, I love Mary Poppins. It's just great. It's just the songs, everything about it. It's fun. Yeah. And it has a great Cockney accent. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, so Mary Poppins is probably a big one. Obviously, I mean, there's the obvious, It's a Wonderful Life. Just because it's obvious doesn't make it any less great.
It's a Wonderful Life is great. Miracle on 34th Street is great.
Nice.
Also, I like movies that are set at Christmas that aren't really about Christmas. So, like,
can you name somebody who makes a lot of those films?
Well, of course, there's Shane Black.
Oh, that's right, baby.
Yeah. So, anything about Shane Black. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I think is great. Nice Christmas flavour in it. But I love Comfort and Joy, In Bruges. Remember Go? That movie
Go's
set
good.
At Christmas,
like
nothing to do with it.
Film.
So they're great, but every year I like to watch 2 Bob Clark films, and they couldn't be more different, but both set at Christmas. One is A Christmas Story, which is a period piece. It's about kids in the 50s or the 60s, and this main kid, all he wants for Christmas is a Red Ryder BB gun.
You've mentioned this before. I don't know if you've talked about it.
It's a wonderful film. I love to watch that every year. But Bob Clark also made Black Christmas, which is one of the greatest slasher films of all time.
I've heard that's great, but I've never seen it.
Brilliant. There's a whole slew.
Isn't Black Christmas Kwanzaa? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how offensive that joke is because I'm not really sure what Kwanzaa is. Google that and then see if that's offensive. See how offensive that is. As I didn't mean it to be, but yeah.
Yeah, so there's a whole slew of like kind of Christmas-based horror films. You know, there's Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is not to be confused with Silent Night, Bloody Night, and there's also Rare Exports, which I guess could kind of...
Oh, I like Rare Exports. That's a fun film.
But of all those kind of Christmas horrors, I love Christmas Evil.
Oh, smart. I like it. I like to see what they've done there with the title.
Yeah, well, you also get Unconnected, but the same thing as you get New Year's Evil.
Okay.
Christmas Evil is John Waters' favourite Christmas film.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think
that's all you need.
It's a subtle fucking family drama then, yeah.
Yeah. But essential for me at Christmas is Gremlins. I love it.
Nice.
You know, who doesn't?
Gremlins is great. I had an ex-girlfriend who'd never seen like Gremlins or Gremlins 2, and like we were both in our 30s.
Okay.
And I was like, fucking stop everything. And we are fucking doing this. You know, what we fucking talking about there.
Well, so
I'm really excited about
obviously we know everyone is going to watch Die Hard.
Yeah, Christmas movies, yeah.
What little Christmas treat do you recommend to watch alongside that evergreen Christmas classic Die Hard?
I know you don't like the film because you're a prick, but Bad Santa it's the only film that has the prefix bad that is any good, as we discussed in previous episodes.
Better than Bad Boys?
It is, yes.
Bad Ronald?
I do like Bad Boys.
Bad Education?
And Bad Boys 2. I've not seen any of the other things you're saying. Bad Santa, just brilliantly funny. I remember watching it one time after I cracked my ribs at Christmas.
Oh.
I was filled with painkillers and watched Bad Santa, and I was laughing.
Might I suggest?
Yeah, terrible idea, but brilliant idea in the sense that it was worth every bit of pain. I was like, it's still funny, it's still worth it, and that's why I love that film. It was even worth the frankly ridiculous pain I was in that day. So Bad Santa all the way. And also Bad Mum's Christmas. No, of course not. Of course not. Come on, I'm not a fucking idiot. What about you then? What's your little treat?
A Christmas Story is a must for me every year, but the real treat, if I can squeeze it in, is the original animated version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Boris Karloff.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice. This has been a very short episode for you. It's our Christmas special. So I mean, I'll be watching Doctor Who. Probably spend a good few days because of where Christmas falls. Just back at the homestead, eating food and watching TV. I don't drink a lot at Christmas. I'm quite a big drinker. I don't really drink a lot at Christmas. I'll maybe have like a beer or two on Christmas Day. It's more about family for me. I'm quite an angry, humbuggy guy in life, but not about Christmas. I fucking love Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I could give a fuck about films, apart from the fact that I will be watching a shitload of films at Christmas with my mom and dad.
Absolutely. However you choose to spend this holiday period, be good to yourself, be good to other people, and have a safe and happy new year when it comes.
I'm not bothered if you guys have a good new year or holiday period. I'm going to be honest with you. Do what you fucking want. Merry Christmas.
If they want to send us some festive greetings, is there some way they can do that?
Absolutely. You can send us Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or just, fuck off by emailing us at diminishingpod@gmail.com. You can get us on Twitter at diminishingpod. On Facebook, Diminishing Returns Podcast. You can tag us at Diminishing Returns Pod on Facebook as well. On Instagram, Diminishing Pod. We have a blog at diminishingpod.wordpress.com. On YouTube, we just search for Diminishing Returns. You can kind of find us. There's links in the episode description of this podcast. And guys, the real Christmas present for us would be for you to subscribe to the show, rate the show 5 stars, and to tell your geeky friends that love films and can understand possibly Scottish accents to listen to the podcast, and make sure you send them a link to the correct podcast. Don't let them hear any imposters that aren't as good as me or Al, because we're the goddamn best. Fuck everyone else, and have a great holiday period. We don't know what our next film's going to be. Usually we tell you that, but we're going to fucking email each other around the festive period to figure that out.
Yeah.
Fucking eat your turkey and shut your mouths and take what you're given. Thanks, guys.
Happy holidays.
It's Yuletide!